Have you ever felt like your life is going nowhere? Do you wake up feeling unmotivated and unsure of what to do next? If so, you're not alone. Many people go through periods where they feel like they've lost control of their lives. But the good news is that there are ways to get back on track. In this video, we'll be discussing 7 ways to get your life back on track. These tips are simple but effective, and they can help you regain your focus and motivation. We'll cover everything from setting goals and creating a routine to overcoming fear and taking action. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to get your life back on track. You'll feel more motivated, focused, and in control. So if you're ready to take the first step towards a more fulfilling life, be sure to watch this video until the end. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Number 1. Trust that you are in the right place at the right time. Theodore Roosevelt's words about comparison being the thief of joy still ring true today, especially with the increasing influence of social media. Everywhere we turn, we are bombarded with images and posts that make us question our own choices and accomplishments. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, wondering why we aren't doing what they're doing or why our lives aren't as good as theirs. But the truth is, trying to follow in someone else's footsteps is a recipe for disappointment. You'll be working with incomplete tools that aren't yours, and you'll never be able to achieve the same level of success or satisfaction as the person you're trying to emulate. Instead, it's important to trust that you are exactly where you're supposed to be at this moment in time. Your path may look different from someone else's, but that's okay. By trying new things and making your own choices, you'll create a masterpiece that is uniquely yours. And when you trust that you're in the right place at the right time, you'll be able to fully embrace the journey and enjoy the beauty of the present moment. Number 2. Never underestimate your strength. It's easy to doubt your own strength when life throws challenges your way. But remember, you've been through tough times before, and you've come out stronger. You have the ability to keep going, no matter how difficult it may seem at the moment. It's important to take a step back and reflect on your past experiences. You'll realize that you faced similar struggles before and have come out on top. That's the strength that you need to tap into to move forward. Don't let the current situation weigh you down or make you feel helpless. Time is the ultimate healer, and no matter how hard things may seem now, they will eventually pass. When you look back at this moment, you will be grateful for the strength you found to overcome the challenge. So never underestimate your own strength, and always trust in your ability to move forward. Number 3. Step outside of the person you have been. It's easy to get stuck in our ways and become complacent with who we are. However, true growth and progress come from stepping outside of our comfort zones and trying new things. When we say get back on track, we don't mean to go back to being the same person who got us stuck in the first place. We mean to try something different, to break out of the mold and discover our true potential. Think back to when you were younger and you made mistakes and learned from them. You adapted and changed your point of view. It's time to tap into that same mindset again. Ask yourself, what do I want out of this? What do I want out of me? Don't be afraid to challenge yourself and push the boundaries of what you think you can achieve. It may be scary to step outside of who you have been naturally, but the rewards are worth it. By unleashing the latent potential hiding inside of you, you can discover new talents and abilities you never knew you had. Embrace the discomfort that comes with change and let it propel you forward to become the best version of yourself. Number 4. Realize no one owns you. It's important to remember that you are in control of your own life. While it's natural to want to fit in and be accepted by those around you, you should never sacrifice your own needs and desires in order to please others. If you find yourself constantly trying to live up to someone else's expectations or changing who you are in order to avoid negative judgment, it's time to take a step back and reassess your priorities. Remember, you are the author of your own story. You have the power to make your own choices and live your life on your own terms. While it's okay to seek guidance and advice from others, ultimately the decisions you make should be based on what feels right for you. Don't let anyone else own you or dictate your life. It's okay to set boundaries and say no to things that don't align with your values or goals. Only you can determine what's best for you, and that's a powerful realization to have. So go out there and live your life on your own terms, and don't let anyone else own you. Number 5, let go of regrets the past. The past can weigh heavy on our minds, and often it's hard to let go of our regrets. We tend to dwell on things we wish we could have done differently, or actions we wish we could have taken. However, the truth is that we cannot change the past. The only thing we can control is our response to it. You have a choice to either let the past consume you or to acknowledge it and learn from it. Dwelling on past regrets only leads to anxiety and bitterness in the present. Instead, understand the cause of the incident and your role in it. Use it as a learning tool and adapt to the situation. Don't let your past ruin your present or your future. Rather, make it a part of your life's mural. It's a part of who you are and the experiences you have had. Embrace it, learn from it, and move forward. Remember that you are not defined by your past, but by how you choose to respond to it. Let go of regrets and focus on creating a better present and future for yourself. Number 6, give up overthinking and worrying. Overthinking and worrying are common culprits that can drain our mental and emotional energy, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and stuck. It's important to recognize when we are caught in this cycle and take action to break free. One of the first steps to overcoming overthinking and worrying is to make a conscious decision to let go of these habits. This means choosing to focus on the present moment and trusting that things will work out in the end. To help break the cycle of overthinking, it's important to take action towards your goals. This can mean taking small steps each day, even if they are not perfect, to move you closer to your desired outcome. When you feel stuck, try exploring new activities or hobbies that interest you. By engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, you can reduce stress and increase your sense of well-being. It's also important to recognize that progress is not always linear. There may be times when you feel like you are making great strides and other times when you feel like you are regressing. Remember to be kind to yourself and celebrate the small wins along the way. By cultivating self-compassion and recognizing the progress you have made, you can build a stronger sense of self-confidence and resilience. Number 7, be kind to yourself. It's important to remember that being kind to yourself is not a sign of weakness or self-indulgence. Rather, it's an essential part of self-care and building a positive relationship with yourself. We often hold ourselves to high standards and can be our own harshest critic, but it's important to remember that mistakes are a natural part of life and growth. Instead of beating ourselves up over them, we can choose to respond with kindness and understanding. One way to practice self-compassion is by speaking to ourselves the way we would speak to a close friend. Would we berate them and call them names for making a mistake? Or would we offer them words of encouragement and support? We can apply that same kindness and understanding to ourselves. Another way to be kind to ourselves is by taking care of our physical, emotional, and mental needs. This means prioritizing things like sleep, healthy food, exercise, and relaxation. It also means setting boundaries and saying no when we need to, rather than constantly pushing ourselves to the brink of exhaustion. All right, folks, that concludes today's video. I want to express my gratitude for you taking the time to watch, and I hope you found the content informative and interesting. Stay tuned for more videos in the future, as I have some exciting content planned for you. In the meantime, thank you once again for tuning in, and I am eager to connect with you all in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself and have a great day.